What's good, YouTube? Now, when it comes to interracial relationships, there can be certain dynamics that prevent the relationship from being successful. Now, today we're going to be watching a black and Asian couple, and we're going to see what type of problems they're facing within their relationship. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into it.
My family are racist.
They forget that I'm in the room.
They have money or their position in church.
My child is going to be half black.
Someone's stalking me now.
I'm not going to let my child be treated the same way that I'm treated.
I cut them off.
My name is Daniel Chitombi.
My name is Ingrid Rose Salvin. I grew up in Chatsworth, Durban. I think we were kind of like outcasts because my family didn't treat us nicely.
And I grew up in Zimbabwe, and I also grew up in South Africa, Richards Bay. I grew up in a very healthy household emotionally, but financially we were shambles.
We both have a mutual friend. She used to come stay over and my parents weren't at home. She says, "Hi, can I bring my friend Daniel over?" And then I was like, "Oh, okay." And I've never met a black person with an English name before. So I thought it was a white guy. I was cooking and he walked through the door and it was kind of like I don't know, something happened.
Yeah, first sight.
I still remember what he was wearing and and he made the first move.
She messaged me, she said, "Hey Daniel, do you want to come over for a sleepover?" Then I said, "Oh, okay." So usually when we do sleepovers, it was usually me, Pixie, my other friend Dumi. So we just go to her house and play PlayStation or something or chill. And then we got to Ingrid's house and I was like, "Oh, who's this?" She's like, "No, it's another friend of mine." And then I saw Ingrid and sheesh.
I dare you to let me build you a complete...
Damn, bro. Let me go on my YouTube Premium account real quick.
My family are racist.
Yeah, first sight, play PlayStation or something or chill. And then we got to Ingrid's house and I was like, "Oh, who's this?" She's like, "No, it's another friend of mine." And then I saw Ingrid and sheesh.
I didn't even look good that day.
What were you making? I think it was a curry.
I think so.
Oh, it was delicious. Yeah, it was love at first sight.
I think for me, seeing Daniel, I think first impression was he's a good-looking guy. Very playful, very always joking about something, always laughing, and he always had his phone out to take videos. We still have a video from that day.
Yes, from the day we met.
And he was trying on my parents' cowboy hats and playing with our dogs and doing everything. So.
Yeah, my first impression of Ingrid, as soon as I walked into the kitchen, I was in love. Mind me, Ingrid was my first ever girlfriend, ever. I had never dated anyone before her, and I was 21 years old that time, right? I went into the kitchen, I saw her, and I was just mesmerized. We spoke a little bit, and yeah, the whole time I was just thinking, okay, this is the person. I asked her out for food the next day. It was her first date ever, by the way. It was. Oh,
I was so
amazing.
shy because I don't eat in front of people.
Yes.
So I didn't even finish my food.
She kept eating like this.
Yeah, small.
We dated a little bit and then they moved to Joburg and I was all the way in Richards Bay. So the distance was not working. We couldn't deal with a long distance relationship. So in 2022, December, we broke up. March 2023, there was a Bethel music concert that was happening in Pretoria. Saw her for the day and then I left. We just spoke. A couple weeks later, she came to Richards Bay because it was her brother's birthday. And then I went and saw her at the B&B that we're staying. We were just talking all night. And then when she was supposed to go back home, she called her mom.
"I don't want to come back with you guys to Pretoria." I think it was a couple months after then we had actually moved in together.
Like properly. Ingrid stayed in with a friend and then I moved in. And then I got another place and I was renting with my other friend, Andumi, so we split the rent. So we were hustling. We really started from the ground level. That's when I was only earning 4.5. Before we met each other's parents, Ingrid's mom, I met her 2 days later. When she came back from the business trip they went to, I was working at Verymark at that time and I was standing behind the counter. Then I saw this one white lady just walking full speed to me and I made eye contact with her and I could see she was coming up to me and I was worried. I thought maybe it's like an angry customer coming to me. And then she walked up into the shop. It was during COVID, so I was wearing my mask. And then she came, she grabbed my mask, she pulled it down. She looked at me, she went, "Oh, you're good looking." And that, I was like, what is going on? I was like, what is going on here? And then she's like, "Oh, I'm Ingrid's mom, by the way." I was really nervous. And that's how I met Ingrid's mom. But then Ingrid meeting my parents last year, I took quite long. I'm black You don't take a girl home unless you know you're gonna marry her.
I was also very scared to meet his mom because I respected her a lot. There was a lot of stories that Daniel told me about her, so I felt that she would notice things about me that I didn't like.
Well, as soon as I told my parents I'm in love with this girl and she is half white, half Indian, and then my mom met her, my mom loved her too. Yeah, my family is very accepting of her. There was 0% backlash.
My family, of course, they are racist, so they weren't very accepting.
I'm not gonna lie, I know she's about to go into her family being racist, but black families are very accepting of outsiders, for sure. Like, even me thinking now, I can't remember a time where I told my mom or my family that I was dealing with a certain woman and they were against it, you know. They weren't. Black families are quite accepting. And you'll think since black people are usually not accepted by other families, we would create something amongst ourselves to where we give that energy back. But nah, black families are quite accepting of other people. But let's hear her family.
Thing of Daniel, I think it was the random comments sometimes towards either him or black people, and how we dealt with it. I cut them off. Someone in my family did tell me that I could date anyone I wanted. I could even be gay, but they would prefer if I didn't date a black person. And the person we were supposed to spend Christmas with them, and tells me, no, we would prefer it if you came, but you leave Daniel at home because this other person is not comfortable being around black people. Someone else uses the K word very openly. And the other day, this person visited me at work and came for a fight. And now I was standing there arguing, and the two girls that work there, the person decided to bring them into the conversation, saying that even them, the two black girls, need to accept. They tell me black people need to toughen up and get over racism. And
oh my days, it's always a racist person. I'm glad she said this, bro. It's always a racist person telling you need to toughen up and accept their racism. Like, what? I never understood. It's like, bro, Twitter's full of these type of people. They'll tell you, don't be offended by a word, even though their family, their ancestors, their history was not affected by the word whatsoever. Of course you're going to say, not, don't be affected by a word. How are you so offended by a word? That's like me being, let's just say in an imaginary world, right? Black people were never oppressed and white people had all the oppression in the world. White people went through 400 years of slavery and all that, and black people never went through it. That's like me as a black person saying, why would you be offended at a word I'm using to offend you as a Caucasian that was historically used to offend you as a Caucasian during your enslavement? Why would you then be offended by that word? You know what I'm saying? That's so stupid. It's like, you can't tell somebody that you haven't been through any type of, like, us as black men. I remember being 10 years old already getting racial abuse from a grown-ass white man. Did you go through that as a white boy? No. So how dare you tell someone what they should and shouldn't be offended by? And then, let's say the M word aside, just telling someone what they should and shouldn't be offended by is so stupid. We don't all grow up the same. We don't all have the same environmental factors that cause us to emotionally react to certain things and not emotionally react to certain things. Like, we don't grow up the same, so to think we're all gonna have a universal way of being offended is so stupid.
That she can't feel like she's walking on eggshells because black people take everything so sensitively.
One incident which threw me over the rail, because I'm very calm. This person, right, they found shoes at the beach. And then when we visited them, Ingrid and I, this person walks up to me and then hands me, and then they said, oh, I found the shoes at the beach. Maybe you can give them to your mother.
The shoes look like para shoes.
They were para shoes. They were stuck together with wires. I'm not lying to you. This happened. When we told the story to my mom,
she was so hurt.
Yeah, she was actually crying. So after that happened, that was actually my tipping point. That's when I told Ingrid that I cannot have these people around my child, because if they're going to treat my mother, because before the racism was always directed to me. This is my family now. This is my wife now. This is my family to protect. She's technically half black with me now because she experiences everything I experienced. I'm not gonna make Ingrid not talk to her family, but I did tell her that I'm having a child and my child is going to be half black. I'm not gonna let my child be treated the same way that I'm treated. I don't care, but then I know that it's gonna affect my child, and my child is always gonna feel like that part of them, the black side, is not good enough. So I said that I told Ingrid that I will let them get access to my child, but very limited access. And then Ingrid is the one who ended up making the final decision after she experienced the rest of the things, and she's like, I can't let my child be around these people.
Mind you,
And it's only right. It's only right. I never understood that. Like, I have to meet your whole family. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, bro, first of all, to the OGs, the grandparents, you niggas about to die. 10, 15 years max, you about to die, my nigga. I don't give a fuck to meet you. But say sayonara. The parents, alright, my nigga, I'm about to take your daughter into my arms, bro. Like, to the father, this is my pussy now. You raised this pussy for 18 years, this is mine now. Fuck up out my face. To the mother, I'm gonna give you a little leeway, you know what I'm saying? But I never really understood the whole concept of I have to be cool with your whole family because I'm taking you into marriage when we're about to build our own family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand it's traditional and, you know, meet the family, but it's not compulsory. And if the family ain't fucking with you, I don't have to like you. You're not the one I'm marrying, you know what I'm saying?
I was actually very racist when I moved to Richards Bay because the Indian people where I come from don't respect black people. But my first friend from Richards Bay was black and lovely lady actually. Only until I got with Daniel, I started realizing how much of the things that I was doing was toxic. Like, I would clench my handbag close to me when I walked past black people, or I wouldn't necessarily trust black.
Nigga, I just had that 2-3 days ago, man. Nigga, I went to put something in the bin at the grocery store, man. Nigga, this Indian bitch, bro, start moving her grocery bags away. Like, bro, you know what I think it is with this racism shit, bro? I think white supremacy, right? I think it's caused other races to not want to be at the bottom. You get what I'm saying? I feel like black folks were at the bottom, not truly because that's how I feel about myself and black folks, but in society, if we look at it, who's treated the worst, who's usually shit on the most, it's black folks, bro. Let's not lie. Black folks are usually at the bottom. So what I think it is that all other races, right, are trying to meet the white man's standards. So as long as they're not on the bottom, they have no problem shitting on the people at the bottom. You understand what I'm saying? For the smart people who are listening to me, are you catching what I'm saying? So, like, let's say the Indian people are just a bit above the black people in terms of being at the bottom, right? Indian people don't go through it as much as black folks, right? What the Indian people will do is shit on the black folks. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm explaining it right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like everyone's crabs in a barrel, or whatever it's called. It's almost like crabs in a barrel where white supremacy is at the top and every other race is fighting amongst each other. No, you're lesser than me. No, you're lesser, when you're really all in the same boat. You're really all diverse, cultural. I mean, look at this. Like, Asian racism, it blows my mind, bro. Like, like, look at these two right here. They damn near, obviously the black man, the man is darker, but they brown people. They black people. They brown damn near, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's brown. Look at her skin. She ain't white. But yet these people will shit on black people because of the crabs in the barrel mindset. Hey, yeah, at least I'm not on the bottom. Let me shit on them to make the white man like me more. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you get what I'm saying, what I'm putting down?
Black kids around, and that was because it was normalized at my house. He really helped noticing like how racist people actually are. And I tried doing that with this specific family member who uses the K word, and they did not want to see. They did not want to change.
She keeps saying K word. What's the K word? Coon. It can't be coon. Coon. N word. What's the K word? Golly, they finding new words to degrade niggas, bro. What's the K word? Crack. You know what I'm saying? That's for the. You know what I'm saying, bro? What's the K word? That must be some Indian shit, bro. I never heard of the K word before, bro.
What they were doing, yeah, they just said, no, I'm going to stand firm on how I want to talk. I think they think because they have money or their position in church, that was one of the reasons also that they could treat people below them. Because we live, of course, in the same area, it is a bit, I think, frustrating to know that it feels like someone's stalking me now, that I just got rid of the person and now they're showing up in a personal place of mine to come kind of harass me about something that I told them to fix.
I'm mostly just hurt for her side because I would love it if people just change the way that they think and adjust to the new ways, and everything is just one big happy family. I think the main problem that we experience is that most people think that racism is you literally physically doing something to me. They think it's something big. But if we have a 5-minute or 10-minute conversation, people say such inappropriate things like 10 times. Like they forget that.
Bro, this is hitting me so much, bro. This is why I just started grinding and being a self-made nigga, bro. Because I hated going to work and it's like sly little things, my nigga. This nigga's on point, bro. He's on point. It will be sly little things. That's why I got tired of working around white folks, bro. I'm being real. I don't give a fuck. Call me racist, my nigga. I know who I am, bro. At the end of the day, I'm a God-fearing man. I'll never be racist in my life. You know what I'm saying? But I got tired of working around white folks, bro. With their little slick shit they be saying. And they you know what I'm saying? And then if you confront them, oh, he's the emotional one, right? You know what I'm saying? Like only a black man can relate with another fellow black man on this point, bro. Like, you can try to relate, but you won't get it, bro. It's like... It's the little things, like it's like they don't even know they're being. They look at you as as someone who's so beneath them. They don't even realize when they're saying offensive things to you because they don't. You know what I'm saying? See you as an equal. It's crazy, bro. Like, I literally said to myself, I'm not going to school anymore. I'm not being like school, higher education, work, all those type of things. I said to myself, bro, I'm gonna be self-made. That's why I got this HBK shit on my neck, bro. Like, I ain't trying to work for nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got tired of going around my co-workers and they just on some weird, just white nigga shit, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? This is real shit, bro. You talking facts, bro.
That I'm in the room.
I didn't want that. I didn't want my child to see the people that he loves the most disrespect his father. Before baby comes, I just want to clear everybody out that's not right. Culture shock for me, I think, I don't think it's really about the culture. I think it was about how loving his family is and how healthy they were. Like, I have a lot of respect for his family, specifically because of how his parents brought him up. And
yeah, bro, let me go on the big screen and then we'll wrap this up. Guys, I'm just wrap this up like this, bro. If you're like this brother or you've been through any similar situation, bro, just leave it with God. That's what I do with racist people nowadays. It's like, bro, God brought me on this earth. Why am I worried about a mere mortal human being who's going to die one day and be 6 feet? Why am I worried about your opinion on me when the immortal one, the most high one, granted my access on this earth? Why am I worried about you not wanting me here when you're a mere mortal who's going to fade into non-existence? And the immortal one who's been here trillions of years since this planet has been here has put me here. And through all genocide, I still remain here. That says a lot. You know what I'm saying? So that's the same mindset I advise to any one of you young black people or anyone from a different background who's facing racism. When you're facing it, just keep this in mind. God put you here. Who are they to tell you you ain't worthy or you ain't enough or nothing when the Most High who's above them put you here? Let that sizzle in your spirit, man. Again, leave them. And you gotta realize too, these people have low IQ. Like, if you even go on Twitter, right? If you're on Twitter and you use Twitter, look at the racist threads. Try and see if you can actually see anything intelligent in there, and that'll tell you everything you need to know. Most racist people, they're of a lower IQ, so they can't help it, bro. You know what I'm saying? They can't. Most intelligent people, like the racist people that I've seen in my life, are never smart people. It's never smart people. I mean, yes, there's people in higher education and so on and so forth that are racist, but majority of them is just brain dead people. You know what I'm saying? And even the ones who are book smart and they're still racist, you're still low IQ because you can be book smart and be able to comprehend and reiterate what you comprehend on a piece of paper. But being high IQ is a whole different thing. That's a whole different ball game. That's life smarts. That's knowing how to move. That's everything. You get what I'm saying? But appreciate you guys, man. I'm out.